Tony Devellano, and I'm mad as hell. Bill C-38 is everything that is wrong with the Conservative government. It sidesteps debate on a huge number of contentious and damaging issues. It makes changes to almost every single environmental safeguard put in place by previous governments. It guts the departments that currently protect you and I from the effects of industrial pollution. It even takes away our exotic dancers from other countries. That's conservative logic for you. They don't give a crap about the environment, but they don't want you looking at a pretty girl from a different country, because that's a problem. Elizabeth May, leader of the Green Party in Canada, and currently the sole voice of reason in the Bill C-38 debate, has some concerns with this so-called Omnibus bill that the Conservatives are currently trying to shove down our throats. First off is the fact that it doesn't even qualify to be called an Omnibus bill. An Omnibus bill is a provision where a government can introduce legislation on several different topics all in one bill. Why this is allowed is when they all have a central theme. There's one major theme that ties them all together where it makes sense to bundle them together. The Conservatives are doing an end run on this by taking the budget bill, which is usually just a, oh yeah, by the way, we did the budget. No, they're taking the budget and then they're putting every little piece of disgusting legislation they've thought up over the years, and they're packing it all into this one bill. And guess what? We get to say yes or no to the bill. There's like a million questions in that bill, and we only get to say yes or no? Does that sound fair? Does that sound like democracy? No. The Conservatives don't care about democracy. They care about getting their way. So anyways, that's Elizabeth May's objection to the Omnibus bill, is that it's not in fact an Omnibus bill. I actually contend that there is a theme in that bill. The only theme you can take away from a read of Bill C-38 is that the Conservatives actively hate Canada. Every change, every new plan, from building more prisons to allowing American police to enforce American law on Canadian land. Every change they make seems to be calculated to take away our freedom, our sovereignty, and our quality of life. If the Conservatives get their way, Canada, from Nanaimo to St. John's, Newfoundland, is going to look like Detroit. How bad do you want to live in Detroit? People who live in Detroit don't want to live in Detroit. It's a dirty wasteland that's the result of more than 100 years of completely unbridled industrial revolution. While I dearly love the Ford Focus Electric, a product of Detroit, I do not want to live in Detroit. So how should you feel about Bill C-38? You should be terrified if Bill C-38 passes. For all these different issues, on all these very important different things, to be lumped together into one yes or no question is, at best, intellectually dishonest, and at worst, completely unethical. But then Stephen Robogate Harper doesn't seem to give a crap about ethics. If you currently live in a Conservative riding, now is the time to contact your member of Parliament and tell him, or her, this is a chance for BC Conservatives to show that they're different from federal Conservatives. Because you know what? The federal Conservatives just aren't winning any friends out here in BC. You know who wouldn't take away your freedoms? Who wouldn't sell you out to the Chinese and American governments? And who wouldn't foul the environment we live in? The Greens. Just saying. The Greens. We brought you recycling. You all seem to be a fan of that. Guess what? We got a lot of other good ideas too.